Hey there, everybody, Pal here, and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a final thoughts. Yeah, I think I'm going to call it a final thoughts. I haven't actually beaten this game. We'll get into that, but I have put quite a bit of time into it, and I've played all of the aspects of it. So we're going to consider it a final thoughts of Majesty 2. Now, this is actually the Majesty 2 collection, which is the base game plus 3 expansion packs. One is the Kingmaker expansion pack, which gives you, the map editor, and so forth. Then there is the Battles of Ardania, which adds in a few more maps, but adds in 2 additional classes, some spells and abilities and such that you can hire. And then the big one is Monster Kingdom expansion, which actually allows you to play as the other faction, allows you to play as the monsters attacking and everything. Now, this game did come up, actually, and it's kind of why I'm playing it. When I did the video for Warlock, Warlock Masters of the Arcane, that game shares many, if not most, of the assets from this game. So they're both by Paradox Interactive. And this is the base game that they did and has most of the art styles, the assets in terms of the creature designs, the hero designs, structure designs, world designs, and they copied a lot of that over to Warlock when they created that. So after doing that video, I talked about this, and it had me saying, you know what, I kind of want to play this game again. So I went ahead back and reinstalled it, and I've been messing around with it for some time. And so here's a video of it. We might as well get a video out of the way while we're doing it. Okay, the game itself is a bit of an odd one. Let's go ahead, and so this screen doesn't keep running, let's jump into the campaign map. It's a bit of an odd one in terms of it's not an RTS, it's not a city sim, it's not a, I don't know what else it could be, but it's kind of an oddball. We'll see that in a moment once we get in. So this is the base campaign map. This is Ardania. And you start off with one of these, just one, this one right here. The tutorial mission is the first one you unlock, and then when you beat the tutorial mission, you'll unlock like 1 or 2 others. When you beat one of those, you'll unlock 1 or 2 others, and I've slowly been working my way through. You can see I still have a few here that I have not beaten. I've not been able to beat, basically this one right here, I think is the last one I've been unable to play. And this one has kicked my butt. I've tried on this one at least 10 times, maybe more, and I've been unable to beat it. The game scales up in difficulty quite quickly, and I'll explain why once we get into it. For example, this one right here, the Royal Feat, where I had to kill this dragon, this one alone probably took me about 15 attempts till I finally beat it. This game, just let's get it out of the way right away. The campaign maps, some of these more advanced ones, really are tough. They're quite tough, and I haven't even made it to the expert ones, but maybe we will, or maybe we won't. Let's see, we could jump in this, or we can try this one, and we'll see if I can fail it again. Let's go ahead and we will start this one. You might be able to hear a little bit of talking going on right now. I'm going to skip it. This is the same narrator from Warlock, and this is one of the assets they carried over. The guy kind of sounds like Sean Connery, which I kind of like. He's actually fairly well voice acted. He's also fairly entertaining, which I like. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pause it. Okay, yeah, stop talking. Stop talking. Basically, what I have to do is I have to acquire gold. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to do some things. So this is one of those ones where they're trying to mix up, rather than go into a map and kill or defeat a certain enemy or whatever. They're doing something where I need to collect gold for this map in order to succeed. I need to get a total of 35,000 gold. Okay. So I went ahead and I brought the game down to the slowest game speed possible, because I'm going to need it really slow in order to keep from dying right off the bat while I also talk. So how this game is slightly different than your traditional RTS, actually a good bit different, is you don't actually have direct control over any of your units. So initially we have the town hall here, and we have a few housing structures. Now these housing structures are built randomly, and as my city expands, they will just be randomly built all around the place. What these do is these generate workers for my kingdom. They also generate revenue. So this is my tax collector. He's going to go around to these houses, and every so often he'll pick up a little bit of gold from them. And that is where I get my gold from in order to collect. So the bigger my town, the greater my gold income rate. But this is just the builders. Also, my soldiers, I don't have direct control over them. What I do is I build guild halls. Let's go ahead. So we have several guild halls here that we can choose from. I'm going to go ahead and pause the game here. So you have the Warriors Guild, Rogues Guild, Rangers Guild, Clerics Guild, Wizards Guild, and then there's an Elven Burrow, a Dwarven Settlement, and a Hall of Lords. Hall of Lords doesn't really matter right now. So, like, it's think of the standard archetype. In your any D&D, the warriors are the tanks. They're the guys with the shields and the armor. They tank up. The rogues are the high DPS, low health. Rangers are your scouts and your ranged DPS. Clerics are the healers. Wizards are the glass cannons, and so forth. The elven bungalows, they are rangers with extra abilities. The dwarven settlements, they are more sturdy tanks and everything. So let's see. To start off with, let's go ahead and we're going to want clerics in order to heal our group up. So we're going to have to unpause it here, and here is a clerics guild. So I can go ahead and I'm going to craft a clerics guild right here. I'm also going to go ahead and I'm going to put down, actually not a warriors to start off with. Let's get a rangers in order to get some scouting done. So let's speed the game back up a little bit. My workers are going to eventually come along and they're going to build this stuff. From these guild halls, then, each guild hall allows you to recruit 3 members of that guild, which I can then use these flags down here in the bottom left to try and entice them to do something. There's no guarantee they will. Certain heroes are more easily enticed by certain things. For example, rangers, they like to explore, warriors like to attack, clerics like to defend, and so forth. So you can put these flags down, and then you can put bounties on these flags in order to try and get them to do something. The higher the bounty, the more likely they are to do it. There's some problems, though. If, for example, like right here is a rogue safe house that I have to destroy. If I tell my people to go destroy that, and I put a flag on that, and all my guys come running over here and start attacking that, and then I get attacked from this angle here, and I have to all of a sudden pull everybody back to defend. Well, first I need to put down a defend flag. I have to put monetary value onto that. I also then have to cancel this flag, or... uh-oh, here comes some rogues already. Or I need to at least overvalue it. If I cancel this flag, I don't get my value back for that flag. It's just lost. Whatever value was put on that flag is destroyed. So you can very easily get overwhelmed where you don't have the funds to get people to do what you need to do. At least I can. Maybe I'm just bad at the game. I don't think I am, but it's entirely possible. So you might have saw there while I was talking, another town jumped up right there. Or not another town, but another house. So when I put down these 2 new structures, it increased my population, so they build a new house and everything. This is going to continue on as we build down things. Eventually, we're going to get some structures that spawn on other structures, mainly a sewer. So once you hit, I want to say 5 houses, so 1 more house, there'll be a random sewer that'll spawn. And from this sewer, rats will spawn, and then the rats will be able to attack me and everything. Now, there are defensive structures. There are towers I can put down to defend, but each tower costs more than the last tower. So there becomes a diminishing return of where eventually you're just spending way too much money on towers, and you have to stop doing that, and so forth. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and we're going to put a defensive flag down here in 100. Try to get these clerks to come down here and protect this structure. Okay. Now, I talked about the tax collector going around and collecting money up. There is another way that we can actually get funds. What'll happen is, from like this defensive structure, that cleric for coming down here to defend, she was making gold. You can see this guy, he's making gold as he goes through. I can then put structures down that these guys can spend their gold at, and it also buys them. Mainly a marketplace and a blacksmith. So let's go ahead and we're going to put a marketplace. Let's see, I'm looking at where I am on the map. A marketplace kind of right. Come on, let me get it in here somewhere. Nope, alright, right there. Okay, so once the marketplace is built, inside the marketplace, I can research healing potions. I can also research like a necklace that'll give them healing over time and such. And what'll happen is my heroes will go to there and buy these items, and the money that they spend on those items, I then get back. So there is a way to get some of your value back. Like if I put in a tax thing up here, some of that will eventually get spent back into my economy, but it is a slow process. And it's also based on my tax collector not getting killed from the time that he goes there until he comes back. And it's also kind of a one-time purchase. Well, the potions are multiple-time purchases, the necklace and so forth, and the armor is one-time purchases. Let's go ahead and... Oops, well, that's fine. I upgraded the keep. I wanted to get down a Warriors Guild next. Come on, somewhere we need a Warriors Guild right there. Okay. So this here is an enemy spawn place. This is a rogue safe house spawning rogues. Now there's a bunch of different types of this. There are wolves dens that spawn wolves. There's bear dens. There's dragon nests that you'll get little dragons from. There are minotaur dens. What else have I seen? There are elemental locations that'll spawn these massive elementals that kill everybody. There's about, I would guess, 12 to 15 different types of enemies I've seen. Oh, here we go. I was talking briefly about the sewer entrance. Here is the first sewer entrance. So we now have enough structures. There's a sewer entrance here. So I'm going to go ahead, and I don't want to keep defending. I'm going to put down a tower right here. And this way, whenever these rats spawn out, I'll have a defensive structure right there to attack and defend them. Okay, our marketplace is done. You can see here some of the things we can upgrade. So we want to go ahead and we want to train these items up, which I'll then be able to sell. While this is going on, let's see. So the guild halls can also be upgraded. I accidentally clicked on that when I was in here on the Rangers Hall, and you can see it's actually being upgraded. As I upgrade it, it allows me to get more abilities from the Rangers. I can buy them special shots that they will use automatically. I also can gain a Majesty spell, which will increase the range of my view of everything. There's several different types of Majesty spells throughout the games. From the we're getting attacked here. From the from the Cleric's Hall, I can gain a heal where I can target one of my guys and cast a heal on them. From the Rangers, I gain view. From the Warriors Guild, I believe I gain I can spawn additional guardsmen and so forth. So there are several different things that go on, and as we upgrade these guild halls, we can gain that. Now, it's a good thing... Oh, crap, don't lose this tower. Come on, kill those rats off. These rogues are just devastating us right now. That's not good. Okay, these guys are done. Let's get these trained up. We're low on gold, and we're going to continue on. Alright. Something that they do, it's good, but it's kind of funny to watch. If a guy is gonna die, he will try and run back to his guild hall where he can heal up. Now, depending on who's chasing him, if they're faster than him or they have a ranged attack, he very likely might die. But it is something he will try to do, and it's kind of funny to watch them running around being chased across the map with these guys after them. Don't lose the tower. Don't lose the tower. Don't lose the tower. Please, we're going to lose the tower. Crap. We are getting rocked right now. Alright, we're going to put a defense here and try to put like 300 gold on there. And that'll be enough to hopefully keep my guys in this area until I can get that tower up and running. 100. So far, nobody has died. So in the upper right-hand corner, I'm looking at my things. I have my 3 clerics, my 3 rangers, and my 3 warriors. And you can see they're actually leveling up. So my clerics are level 3, 3, and 5. My rangers are 3, 4, and 3. And my warriors are mostly rank 1 still. But as they rank up, they will become stronger. Now, they will die, and eventually we're going to lose 1 or 2 of them. What will happen is, after they die, a graveyard will randomly spawn somewhere around here. I have no control over it. Similar to the sewer, it'll just spawn somewhere. There'll be a graveyard. Now, I can go to that graveyard after some time, about 30 seconds or so after the hero has died, and I can resurrect them for a cost. Now, the cost goes up the higher their level they are, but what will happen is, rather than have to train another rank 1 warrior, I will then have my old warrior with all of his skills and everything trained back up. For the most part, I don't do it on anybody lower than rank 3, but once they start getting above rank 3, I will go ahead and continue to resurrect them. The problem is the graveyard also spawns ghosts and skeletons and everything, so I have to put tower somewhere by that also in order to protect that. Okay, so while this is getting itself going, we got that going, we got our warriors, good. We might actually finally get this tower up and running, as they're all running around. Is this a good game, and where are all the problems? So, this game is not very good. But that doesn't mean there isn't some value here. It doesn't mean there's also isn't quite a bit of enjoyment here. I actually very much like this game. And I say that perfectly well knowing that I just said it's not very good. Oop, something just happened. Oh, here's a minute. Crap. A black Minotaur. He's gonna wreck us. I'm gonna put 500 on him. This is one of the toughest guys in the game. And he's just rolling through people. Luckily, my entire army is right here fighting him. So... anyway, what did I say? I understand that it's kind of idiotic to say it's a bad game, but yet I enjoy it. What the game does that I kind of enjoy is it does a nice variation on, it's not an RTS, it's not a city builder, it also has kind of a dungeon keeper type feel to it, where in Dungeon Keeper you tend to not have direct control of your guys, so it brings all those elements together in a game that nothing else does this. Oh no, we lost our clerics. Oh, holy crap, that's bad. Oh boy. Yes, everybody stay there. My clerics will eventually leave if I don't get that rebuilt, but I want to get this tower up and running first. There it is, the tower's up. Now we can upgrade the tower. So this tower will shoot arrows, you might have saw it right there. Once I upgrade it, it'll shoot arrows at a longer distance. It will also spawn a pikeman that'll wander around its base. So it kind of is a self-protected area. Now we gotta get the clerics guild back up and running right there. Let's put that down. Put 100 on that to protect that. Another 100. Here comes another Minotaur. This is not a black Minotaur. This is just a regular Minotaur, though. Still dangerous. Oh no! Now they're attacking our marketplace. Yeah, this map is pretty hard. As I said, I failed more than a few times at this one. We're gonna have to cancel this one. And then, hopefully they'll come over here and they'll protect this one. Oh, there goes our marketplace. Crap. So, why is it not a good game? Because the reactions to these flags are inconsistent. They're not fast enough for my taste. And that causes a problem, like right there, where I could not save the marketplace. And basically, I threw away, it wasn't a lot, but I threw away 77 gold by canceling this one to try and get them over here. So, what I see as the problem is the difficulty was not correctly scaled for you not having direct control over your soldiers, or your heroes, whatever you want to call them. In a standard RTS, I could go ahead, I could highlight a few guys, I could bring them right over here, and I could defend directly. I could give them that attack order. I can't do that here. I can give them the attack order if I have enough gold for it, and I have to put enough gold that's going to outweigh whatever other banners are down, or I have to cancel whatever other banners are down, in which case I lose whatever gold was there, and it just can become quite frustrating. Now, that said, it's still an enjoyable game, because of what I was mentioning earlier, where there's really no other game that does what this does. It is a very unique, and for that reason, not enjoyable, but its own identity, it does its own thing well enough that, at least as far as I know, there's no other game that kind of competes with it. And so for those reasons, I can go ahead and I can play this game quite a bit for quite a long time without much of a complaint. I will in time. I'll get frustrated that I'm dying to this and I'm dying to that, and I really shouldn't be, and so forth. Like now, I got to rebuild my market stall, and I shouldn't have lost it to begin with, and so forth. But I can't. While I can fault the game, it does do unique enough things that I'm still going to go ahead and I'm going to play it, and I'm going to have enjoyment out of it. And that's going to be where this game, for a final thoughts and for a score or whatever, even though I guess in the last video I did give a score, even though I didn't want to. It's going to be based on if you like RTS games and whatnot. You're going to have to look at yourself and say, you know, are you a fan of Dungeon Keeper? Are you a fan of older style RTS games like Warcraft 2? Are you a fan of city builders? If you like those three genres, then are you going to love this game? No, but I think you will find a good... Ah, crap, another Minotaur. Son of a... But I think you will find enough enjoyment here to justify the purchase. So the collection, the Majesty 2 collection, is currently $20. You can regularly find it on sale for less than that. And for that $20, you get quite a bit of content. Plus, you get the map editor, which basically means you can make as much content as you want. And I think that's why I do actually approve of this game, and I do recommend this game to people. To people that know what they're getting, they know what they're looking for. I don't recommend this to just anybody. In fact, I only recommend it to a select few type of people. But as I was saying, the type of people that know they like an RTS, they like a strategy, they like a city builder, and so forth. For those type of people, yeah. Pretty much, you're not going to find another game like this that I know of, at least. If somebody does know of a game like this that I don't know of, let me know, because I'd like to find one that's a little bit better. Oh, that would be great. So, where do we stand? I guess, overall, for somebody that likes RTS, likes strategy, and so forth, I would only actually give this game about a 6 or 7 out of 10. But I still think, like I was just saying, and I don't need to go on and on about that. Dang it, we just lost that tower. Ah! But I still think with all that's involved in it, and the fact that there's nothing else like this, I'd recommend it. So with that, I'm going to go ahead, I think. I'm going to play this map through till I probably lose. And we'll let the video run and pick up... Well, there'll be no picking up. We'll let the video run until it's dead and go from there. So, this has been Paler. We're playing a Majesty 2 collection. Mainly the original game. There is the expansions also. And thanks for watching.
like good eyes. Where would my sisters
Give me a hand.
I'll get a great reward.
One day I'll lose a fight. Not today.
A reward for my toil.
My ambition.
Knowledge and skill grow. Give me a hand.
Looks like good odds. My ambition.
For my toil.
My ambition has paid off. My ambition has paid off. My ambition has paid off.
Well, you can see how quickly that went downhill. I just lost all my towers. These elementals came in, just destroyed me. I lost my rogues guild, and I'm pretty much going to lose everything else. And this is a map where I'm supposed to be gaining gold. I already have only 2,800 gold, so I've basically lost. Yep, so with that, I'm going to quit. I'm going to cut my losses and come back later and cry a little bit. Live Bauer, thanks for watching.